Welcome to round 4 of the HomeStory Cup 28th edition. Here we have Zoun, the red Protoss at the top left and the bottom right. We're introducing NightMare, the blue Protoss. A classic little gang war, if you will, a little turf war between the two Protosses. Pretty normal stuff here in StarCraft, unfortunately, you know. Things like this happen all the time, and they go unreported. But here we are casting it live right now. Now, with this series going on so far, NightMare has taken home, he's won just about, well, not just about, he has won every matchup he's had so far. He has been playing outstandingly against his opponents, and his level of map control and micro is really up there. He sees the code, he sees the matrix, he is feeling the game. He's up in there. Both Protoss players are mimicking or mirroring each other right now. Pretty standard we see from Protoss in this series so far. It looks like there's only one way to play a Protoss. That is what it is. Both are going to be scouting. They're going to be seeing a little bit from each other, like, oh, hey, it's the Spider-Man meme. I'm doing the exact same thing you are. Let's go, baby. Cybercore does go down for both players at the same time. That's actually remarkable timing. Oh, man. Now, Zoun has also been taking home the win for every one of his games. Zoun has been having to face off against Lambo. Lambo's a very strong Zerg player. He's had to face off against Kelazur, whose macro into Terran is really impressive. And he's even had to fight Geralt. And, you know, I think NightMare's got his work cut out for him in this game. We'll see how it plays out. We've got Warp Tech underway for both players. NightMare taking the double stalker approach, whereas Zoun says, "Nah, man, I'm here to push guts and not make a fuss. I'm gonna get an adept and a stalker out, a little more aggressive." NightMare trying to be a little cheeky with that pylon. Stalker's gonna help these probes clean that up, as the adept's gonna scout across the map, see what's going on there, what the funny biz is. That pylon is probably just in the perfect area to be a nuisance. He does not have the time to be dealing with that, so he's going to be coming over here to make a base. Anytime. There he goes. There he goes. No expansion yet from Zoun. We are going to be getting a probe kill, so that's not bad. Some value with the Adept already. He's going to try and get in here, but I don't think he's going to think it's worth it with the two Stalkers there. Yep, and he cancels. 4 Stalkers out now for NightMare, and an expansion underway. I think he got out his expansion. Yeah, his expansion started before, so he's going to be getting that finished. The Adept, though, going to be sneaking in here. I think he's going to commit to this one. He is. He's going to try and snipe some probes. He's going to get one. He's going to... Oh, he's only going to get one. He's going to get 2. Oh, he doesn't get 2. Warp Tech is finishing for both players now. We're going to be seeing a lot more gateway action coming up soon. But Zoun coming out with the oracles in the Stargate. That can really help him out here. Oh, got a scouting Phoenix going across the map. A little hallucination. He's going to see that he doesn't really have anything up in the base. And that is going to get away. That's all right. He's just got some stalkers. So harassing with that oracle is going to be a little difficult. He is going to get 2 workers, though. 2 workers do go down. He sees that he has not expanded into that one base. He doesn't need to, because he already has that base up. Let's see. NightMare has not scouted in a hot minute, but he doesn't really need to, as he can probably guess that he doesn't have a whole lot going on. Army value-wise, NightMare is in the lead on that. Just a swarm of stalkers. 2 sentries. And just about equal in the worker count, too. Zoun is a little bit ahead, but that that's not really going to mean a whole lot here in a minute. Oracle's going to be scouting around, trying to get some picks. He's probably going to find a juicy little engagement right here, but not as juicy as he likes to believe, as there is just too much there to deal with. The Stalkers are chilling out in the base. He's going to get the reveal on that. Blink going to be finishing up for NightMare here in a second. A little proxy pylon out across the way. This is going to be where things start to change. Now, NightMare can build into a Robo Bay. I think that might be his best bet, unless he's going to go full gateway. I think going into a Robo Bay, getting some Immortals out is going to be his best bet in fighting this. The Stalkers are impressively good. If they can manage to get upgrades too, NightMare is going to seize this win, and it'll be all over. Because Zoun is a little bit behind in the economy game. A little bit behind. That's okay. The Stalker is going to be engaging here. Ooh, he does get the snipe on one. Oh, that's two Stalkers. NightMare gets one Stalker, but Zoun he is just taking bodies. Oh my goodness. He's eating up those Stalkers. Left and right. My goodness, dude. Zoun, calm down. It's not that serious, man. NightMare's in a little bit of trouble as his Stalkers vastly outnumber him. The force field, a little rude right there. Oh, he's going to be cleaning up the GG down from NightMare. Game 1 goes to Zoun. On to game number 2. Game number 2 with Zoun in the bottom right and NightMare in the top left. In the last game, NightMare unfortunately did not win. It's all right. He's got a second chance here. And if he gets a second chance here, he gets a third chance in the following game. But Zoun was just able to capitalize on the fact that he had more Stalkers, and he was picking them off a little bit faster than NightMare was liking, and was able to just surround him with sheer numbers. So very well played by Zoun on that regard. It wasn't looking too good for Zoun in the beginning, but he quickly turned that around. The harassment wasn't super severe. I was more worried about the economy, given that NightMare got his base out before, but Zoun was able to make more workers than him and saturate his base. I don't know if that exactly contributed. Really, it's the number of Stalkers that helped win that fight, so take with that what you will. We are getting a probe to scout. Unfortunately, NightMare's not doing a whole lot of scouting. He is trying to take some minerals. That is a viable strat, man. How can the enemy possibly build things if you take all their minerals? NightMare with the proxy pylon out and about. Again, both Protoss players are mirroring each other. Hopefully, maybe this time we'll get to see a Robo Bay instead of just only gateways. I suppose you don't need a whole lot with Protoss. You know, maybe some Zealots, maybe some High Templars, but most of your units you just churn out of the gateway. Handles 90% of what you're trying to fight, or if it doesn't handle it, it does enough damage to handle it. He's getting a little bit of vision on that. Is this probe gonna? No. Okay. That pylon's just gonna go undetected. I don't know why he built it way up there. Maybe he's gonna try and get like some sneaky zealots. That would be really good. We have seen that in the series so far. I don't remember exactly who was doing it, but you know, they were able to hold off quite a bit with the zealot pressure. I think it was one of these two, actually, that was doing it in the last round. I think it was. Yeah. Just keeping the Terran at bay. Cancel that. Interesting. Stargate's gonna be coming out by Zoun. We're gonna be seeing some oracles. He does like his oracle harassments. He didn't get a whole lot of value from that last time. Oh, there it is. There's the oracle. A little late on the expansions from both players. Almost 4 minutes in, and we're placing those down. The first real engagement is going to come down here. That force field is going to protect him quite a bit. Oh my goodness. Oh, he is going to take a little more than he bargained for. And down goes a couple of Protoss stalkers. Both players are kind of in a weird spot right now. You know, there's not a whole lot of action going on, and they have all the time in the world to macro up. They're kind of being nice to each other, almost like a gentleman's agreement. Well, minus the killing of the probe. That's not really a gentleman's agreement, but it's just how it be sometimes. We're going to be having a little bit of a harassment. That shield battery is just able to keep those shields popped up. Getting some adepts out. Not sure what you're gonna need adepts for when you're fighting armored. But go for it. Oh, you know what? He's probably gonna try and sneak him in and get some worker kills, which is not a bad thing. I just, you know, you have an oracle. Why do you need that? No, they're just gonna vibe out up here. Okay. They're scouting. I don't really see a whole lot. That's okay. Now, NightMare is looking to be a little bit in the clear here. He does have more stalkers, which means, like, in raw army value, he has one over on Zoun right now. Those adepts are going to get out of the way. NightMare is going to be taking another expansion. It's probably a smart move, and so is Zoun. Zoun's army count is a little low. And I think if you just have all this downtime, man, you should either be getting upgrades or making units and or building something. You know, you're uncontested. You could be doing a lot of things with this downtime. They're just kind of sitting back, having a good time. We'll see how long that good time lasts. As I'm not sure what that was that got killed, but it did not survive. Blink is now complete for both players. The adepts are going to completely evade this. Ooh! All the stalkers magically get out of that alive. That was impressive. Stasis ward going down. That will hurt. If he's able to bait those, which he might. Oh, it got him. He does see that. He does, or does he? Does he not? Oh, he doesn't know. That's kind of lame. You can put that down, but you don't get to see when. I mean, that kind of makes sense, I guess. His alt legs are going to be getting researched by Zoun here. This is looking a little imposing. NightMare does have the advantage when it comes to all the units that he's got there. That is way more stalkers than he needs to be fighting with. And he's full of the workers. Well, now the tables have turned. NightMare has generated way more stalkers than Zoun is able to compete with. This is going to look very grave for Zoun here, as this game looks like it's about to go to NightMare. If Zoun can't create enough stalkers to fight this off, which it doesn't look like it, he is going to be in a heap of trouble. These Zealots are trying to get in some kind of work. The probes are even pulled to make sure that they can sort of win this fight. They're not going to do it. He's trying to distract the stalkers from the real enemies. The problem is that NightMare has way more warp gates and resources to spend on this army right now. Sitting at almost 1,000 minerals, 200 gas. He's got money to spend here, buddy. You do not. You are sitting in a very bad position. He does fend this off, and the stalemate is drawn. Once again, he does get to keep this expansion. But, you know, NightMare now on his third expansion. His economy is about to be soaring past Zoun. Zoun is unaware of the horrors that he's about to face. We do see from both players, though, we have a forge. That's good. We have a robo bank. Where's the robo bank? There it is. That's what I was hoping to see. That's what I wanted to see. Get some war prisms, get some immortals. That's going to help you a lot in this fight, especially seeing that no one has upgrades yet. Like, we got the 1 damage upgrades, which is good. That's more than we have been seeing from, you know, Protoss players in other games. Zoun and NightMare are really good about managing their upgrades, though. That is something I will give them credit on. They are good at handling, you know, with other players like Geralt, it's usually the downfall, but with these two, they have shown that they understand the game, they understand how things work, and they mean business. These stalkers are going to get a pack of Zealots wandering out by themselves. That doesn't matter, though, because NightMare is all up in Zoun's guts right now. Zoun is going to try and make this a base race. I don't think that's a base race you could win there, Zoun. He is going to force NightMare to pull away. Oh, he is going to warp home. Where did he warp home to? Oh, he warped home back to the main one. That is the one I thought he was going to. In come the Zealots with the complete surround. The blink away. It doesn't matter. He has way more army than Zoun. Zoun's going to hit with the GG, and game number 2 goes to NightMare. That's very nice. NightMare kind of saw it last game and was like, all right, man, how about I make more units and you die this time? Very well played. On to game number 3. Now, this is game number 3. Zoun at the bottom left and NightMare at the top right. Winner of this takes the game. If NightMare wins this will be his 4th win. And if Zoun wins this will be his 4th win. So there's a lot of pressure right now on the two of the players. They both got to bring their A game, and they both gotta not handle that BS. You gotta be dishing it out. That's okay. As both players continue to mirror each other, as they respect one another. They're like, you know what, man? Art imitates prose. That's not how that saying goes, but it's how it goes right now. Both those players just keep making workers. I think that is a winning strategy. I think any winning strategy, anytime you look at another player and they're winning, you always see them making probes or workers. It's the move. You know, tell me one player that has ever won without making workers. You can't. It doesn't exist. Fundamental way, you know, incorporate it into your games. You know, if you're a newbie, if you're a pro, make sure you incorporate more workers into your strategy every time. You know, if you got excess resources, build some more workers. If you're supply capped, build a pylon and then build some more workers. You know, you can't really make stuff when you're capped like that. Unless you're just that good, you know, just put workers on the field regardless. Who says you have to be supply capped? That's what Big Tal'Darim is trying to tell you to keep you down, all right? They don't want you to know that you can just make workers. You got to know about this. Also, Phoenixes, they're not real. Government spies. Don't trust your eyes. Anytime you see a Phoenix, it's either a hallucination, again, by Big Tal'Darim, or, you know, it's a fake. It's just there to cause. It's there to spy on you, to take your information, to gauge what psionic level you are without you inserting your information. Speaking of hallucinations, I told you. See, they're fake. Coming across the field, we're gonna have a little bit of a spy go on. He's not going to get a whole lot of information. I stand corrected. He is going to get all the information he needs. Warp tech's being underway. 2 stalkers being churned out. I don't think he knows. I think he knows that that's a fake, because he's like, there's no way you're getting that out in time. Army value-wise, well, now Zoun is, ahead of him. Ooh. Zoun does find that sneaky little pylon, and it is just not going to survive. Stalkers, though, coming back for round 2. That is not good. Oh, that is not gonna hold. Zoun is coming back. He's coming back, shifting gears. He's like, oh, this is not a good look. These workers are gonna go down. A couple of them. That's gonna be 2 workers. How many more can he get? 3. He sent them to attack. There's not much he's gonna do. That's 5 workers. These stalkers are just racking up at kills, and they get out scot-free. Oh man. 6 workers down. Both are on expansions right now. Very nice. Warp tech is finished for both of them, so now the reinforcements are really going to come. And we got blink tech also underway. These games are a bit more, it's like watching chess. Every move has a reaction. Anytime something happens, there's a reaction, and then there's a play that's about 5 steps ahead. It's kind of interesting to watch. Oh, Phoenix is going to be coming through. Is he going to see the Robo Bay being built? That's not the Robo Bay. There's the Robo Bay. He does not. He sees that the expansion is here. The Stalkers don't know what a real Phoenix or a fake Phoenix looks like. That's okay. No. And there goes Big Tal'Darim spying. They're doing it to each other. Out goes another Phoenix hallucination. Zoun is getting a little greedy here. He's going to go for a second expansion. Blink Tech is wrapping up for both players. Army values are roughly the same. NightMare is ahead in workers and in army. He just needs to get those upgrades up. NightMare is doing a lot better job. I guess game 1 really messed with him. And he is like, screw it, I am never going to be caught without making more units than my opponent. By golly, he is making it happen. Both players are not doing a whole lot to each other. We do have an observer coming around, and that's fine. I don't think he has a Robo Bay. He does have a Robo Bay. He does have an observer. So maybe this observer gets spotted.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
One of them has the diva announcer. That's funny. All right, coming across the field now. Oh my goodness, Zoun with 15 stalkers. He is going to see that. Never mind, he's not going to see it. He is going to go for these stalkers, however. Oh goodness. Zoun making 3 gateways. He's going to be taking something. He said, I'm either going to take this Nexus or I'm going to take your units, man. Pick one. And unfortunately, NightMare is not going to let him pick. He is just going to take. This Nexus is going to go down. He needs to get some space between him and he needs to keep those shields up. That's the only thing that's protecting his army right now. But unfortunately, NightMare just has so much more Stalkers than him. He has 20 Stalkers to Zoun's 12. The shield batteries are all out of juice. This is not looking good for Zoun. He is going to get mopped up here. All these Stalkers here are just crushing everything. He can't warp things in fast enough to help out the fight. It's not going to go his way. The Immortal is coming in a tad late to the fight. He's going to make some kind of a difference here. Not really. That Immortal's going to go down without barely anything of a fight. And the GG goes out. NightMare takes round 4 victory. That is 4 wins for NightMare and only 3 wins for Zoun. Both players played very well. A little defensively, you know, that's fine. But overall, very well played. They only use like 2 units ever, or 3, I guess. You know, it's primarily just sentries and stalkers and a whole lot of blink micro. I appreciate you watching this. If you did enjoy the cast, you can always consider subscribing and liking. It helps the channel out, and I get to produce more content to you. It's a win-win. You get something you want, I get something I want. I do appreciate it. If you haven't already, go check out the Liquidpedia for the other tournaments going on. The Winter TV tournament just happened not too long ago. A great set of games and a great community. If you want to go see more Gamecasts and more StarCraft 2, highly recommend it. And I will see you guys in the next match. We're going to be having Lambo versus Kelzer. So we're going to see how that fares. But you guys take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye.